Hello everyone, I'm about to take the RADT online course, which is for registered alcohol and drug technician, which is a course that you take before you can become an actual substance abuse counselor. It's a 9.5-hour training course, and then you take a test at the end, and if you pass the test, then you get to register with Ccap for free. So they waive the $50 fee, but I guess when you first start in, it's $40 or whatever, which gives you discounts and benefits for the whole year if you are in the drug and alcohol industry or anything. So I already ordered it. I lost it. I couldn't find it. So what I went back to my courses. I had to log in to my account. And here it is, Confidentiality. I don't know why it's looking like that with the computer, because it doesn't look like that in real life. But anyways, Confidentiality, Ethics, and Boundaries. It says in progress, which means it started. I'm going to go to the class. Let's try this again. So I went over the introduction. I already read that. Clicked right here. Went over some little rules, which basically is talking about fraud. If you have someone else taking your test and all this stuff. So it says 9.5-hour course, Confidentiality, Ethics, and Boundaries. 3.5 hours for ethics, confidentiality, 3 hours, professional boundaries, 3 hours. So last time I clicked at the bottom of start course and it kind of took me somewhere else. So I'm going to just try clicking on section 1. Oh, okay. And that's what you do. Don't click on start course because it takes you out of Ccap to do it into another part. So section 1 is ethics. As part of your drug and alcohol counselor education, you're required to complete 3.5 hours of training in the area of ethics. This section will cover the concept of ethics and various ethical dilemmas faced within the substance abuse treatment field at the individual and societal level. The ultimate goal is to equip providers with a framework process for evaluating situations and making proper decisions. Although every situation is unique, there are common practices and professional standards that must be observed when approaching different types of issues. At the end of this section, you are required to complete a mini quiz to unlock the section. Now, I've talked to some friends that have done this, and they said at the end of each section, it will be a mini quiz. Then after that, you will take the actual test. You get 3 chances to take the test. After the third, if you fail, you have to repay. You cannot go into registration and receive your free registration until you pay. Once you do that, you will receive your certificate, download it onto your computer, print out a hard copy of it. You will need to mail them a copy. I would fax them, but also mail them a hard copy. I'm not sure if it's a way to email it, but at the same time, I'm also going to be taking notes on the areas, on the sections, so that when I do get to the end, if there's something that I missed or can't remember, I will have my notes for the test. So I'm just recommending that. I just want to give a heads up for those of you who are trying to become substance abuse counselors. And need to take the 9.5-hour course for RADT, which is a qualification to register. You have to take that before you take your state board exam. And you can take it at the same time that you are in school, because my graduation date is not until February 18th of next year. So to take your state board exam, you have to have this 9.5-hour course plus your hours of intern and your classroom hours. If you already have a certain degree in a different field, then you don't need as many hours. They will take that degree and knock your hours down that you need for your, as far as intern hours. Yeah, it's that simple. I just wanted to go over it for anyone that is wondering, how does it go? How does it start? As you see, I went over the introduction. I'm in section 1. You do section 2, 3, the test, and then your registration. So yeah. That's about it. Make sure you go through Ccap when doing it, Ccap, and not that zip map, because somebody told me if you go through zip mat or zip line, something like that, it'll take you to there. And the $50 that you paid, you'll also have to pay another $50 to register with Ccap, because Ccap doesn't recognize them as registration. So make sure you're doing everything through Ccap. It will have the Z right here, but it will say Ccap. And if you've seen it, how I showed you earlier, zip mark, that's what it is. It didn't have the CCAP. It only said zip mark straight across. So I backed out of there, went back through just by clicking up here for the sections. Instead of clicking at the bottom where it said start, I just clicked up here and it kept me in CCAP. So just remember that for a little advice, and have a good day. Okay, something that I didn't notice. I guess I'm going to show you guys some things. This is going to have to be a part 2 because I don't know how to merge videos yet on YouTube. I don't know if I'm ever going to know how to do it because I don't have anyone showing me how to do this stuff. And I don't have time to figure it out. School is Saturday and Sunday. Work is Monday through Friday. Kids are all day, every day, as you can see. You may hear them in the background. But anyways, when you get here, you can print this out for future reference, I guess, if you want to have this as a book, which I wish I had a printer right now and I would print it out. I'm not sure how many pages it is. You can fast forward, skip pages. You can download it onto your computer, and being that this isn't my computer, I'm not going to download it and take anyone's space. You can search for things by certain thing, and you can make it big as a book. So page 1, section 1, ethics. And it turns just like a book. If I wanted, I could print this out. Treatment Improvement Protocol 37 in CBI bookshelf, a service of the National Library of Medicine, National Institute of Health, Center for Substance Abuse Treatment, except from tip 37. Now, when it says like tip 37 or tap throughout these things, these are books that you can buy from SAMHSA, SAMSHA, which sells drug. Well, they don't even sell them. They send you free alcohol and drug books. I have a whole library of free books from SAMHSA. Ship them free. No charge for anything. So basically what this is saying is if you read tip 37, chapter 8, it will be going over this. Okay. So now I'm going to read this and concentrate. And I'll be hitting you guys up later and letting you know how everything went. Alright. At the end, at the bottom, it has take quiz. You must take the quiz to get to the next section. Welcome to the ethics mini quiz. Click on the gray button to get started. You must score 100% to pass. Attempt quiz now. Wow. Attempt. Makes it sound difficult. What basic ethical principle assumes that individuals have the right to live their lives as long as their actions do not interfere with the welfare of others? Okay, so this is what happens. Question 1 says complete, marked out of 5 points, flag the question. Question 2, I answered them, and underneath it'll say your answer is incorrect, your answer is incorrect. And then it tells you where to find the answer. So I go back to section 1, page 2, and then page 10. To be honest, I didn't really read the stuff, but I'm going to now. I took the test 2 times. You get 3 times before you have to pay again.
You didn't pass it 2 times?
On the first time I didn't pass it. On the second time I passed it.
Yeah. Good girl.
Ooh.
Good girl. You're my baby.
Stop.
No.
Cause Click on the registration link to learn next steps for receiving your certificate of completion and registering your alcohol and drug training. You don't have a printer hooked up?
Yeah.
Okay, congratulations. You have completed your mandatory 9.5-hour course, Confidentiality. Follow the steps below to receive your certificate of completion and complete your counselor registration. Click on the button below to access your certificate of completion. You'll be redirected to my courses throughout your Zipmark. Please note it will take a few minutes for your certificate to appear. Be sure to check back if you do not see it initially. Next, continue to the Ccap website to log in and complete your counselor registration. You'll be asked to submit your certificate and provide a registration alcohol card for.
Yeah, but that was way faster than you thought, huh?
Okay. It said. Okay. So I just came from here. Click on the button below to access your certificate of completion. You will be redirected to my courses through your Zipmark account. Please note it will take a few minutes for your certificate to appear in Zipmark. Be sure to check back if you do not see it initially. Alrighty, let me close some of this stuff out. I came right here, so let me click back on here. Said it may take a few moments. So I'm gonna wait a few moments. Then continue to here to register. And that took me. Next, continue to the Ccap website to log in and complete your registration. I don't know how to follow instructions is the problem. Okay, let me log in. Wait a minute. Okay. What was the password? I could have swore. Okay, let's try this again.
So you need to print something?